This was our new case, through the looking glass. And I guess this is the right room to take then, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Maybe actually this might be Robert's room. Yeah, there's not much we can do in here. And there was the other door that was locked, so it makes sense that this is the room. We are trying to figure out, what does it say? Francis Throckmorton discovers the unknown Africa. Okay, and we got some artifacts and masks. And statues.
Seems an ambitious expedition. Like father, like son.
And some spears and more masks.
Curious craftsmanship. These must be worth a fortune.
Indeed. Maybe he was a collector of some sort of rare artifacts.
Looking sharp. But I guess that's the point.
Yeah, they are weapons after all. Oh, can we? No, okay. What do we see? Surprisingly enough, bear's head. Oh, I love that window in the ceiling which brings in the light. And we have some sort of shield with spears in it. Some boxes with fragile contents. What do we have here? I almost know how to turn these around these days. Rosie 1891.
1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
Yeah. So were these his, I don't know, traveling cases or something? Exclusive interview. Francis Throckmorton's expedition to Africa has proven to be one of the most ambitious, if sadly unappreciated, undertakings of 1891. He has returned with numerous historical artifacts, invaluable anthropological research, a newborn son, christened Robert, and a plethora of fascinating cultural insights. Today, in an exclusive interview with the Oakmont Chronicle, he has agreed to share some of those insights with us. Exclusive interview. Okay. What do I need to take a look? Oh, nice. A mystical crate. Private correspondence. 12th of December 1894. Francis, divorce is no simple matter these days. It never has been in my legal practice. You must clearly define the fault you shall present to the court. The most common options being cruelty, adultery, or an incurable mental illness. It is my impression that your firstborn's death at the tender age of 7. What? Dealt a blow to Bethany's health. I do sincerely hope she recovers, but the court won't share my concerns. Besides, Oakmont Asylum seems to be a very well-run place. Regards, Chauncey. Wait, so Francis tried to get a divorce from Robert Throckmorton's mother, Bethany. Am I understanding this correctly? And apparently they had another son who lost their lives at the age of 7, and then Bethany spiraled, so she's in Oakmont Asylum. It looks like we have more reason than one to go to that direction to continue our investigations next. Charles, calm down. Breathe. Breathe, you got this. Wait, what? Is this Francis? If this is Francis and Robert, then was there once a photo of Bethany on the other side of this? And then did Francis tear this photo apart?
Now, that kid looks a little familiar.
Oh my goodness, look how cute Robert looks like. Did I gather all the evidence? Oh, so he has a view to downstairs from here. Interesting. So, Robert's father looks like a human, but he went to Africa. We got this image of a gorilla here called Rosie, and then he has wife in the asylum whose name is Bethany. So who is Rosie? Tell me about Bethany, your father's expedition. Let's begin with the expedition. If he's willing to talk with us about this kind of personal matters, even when we are standing in such a public space.
Your father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public. It is a great shame, of course. His work would have turned the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let's ask about Bethany.
I had some questions about Bethany.
I beg your pardon. I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
Well, it came up during the investigation. See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories, but even if it weren't, my father's business is his own. I shall not engage in gossip.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Okay, so we got some experience points from that, but I think we need to go. First of all, let's take a look at this place. Whoa! Wait, what? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. But there is some sort of symbol up there. I'm trying to see what it looks like. Because surely it has some sort of meaning. All of these things have a meaning. At least most of them that we are able to see. We see these gorilla-like forms portraying dominance and signs of aggression. We see this massive manor. I think all of these things are just very clear symbols of power. I wonder what made him go to Africa. If I think about it from the historical perspective, there is so much blood on that soil. I wonder, they were talking about expedition, but what was he trying to find? He had a collection of artifacts. Was his interest purely historic? If it was, he brought them here. He found some artifacts or some items that he had collected, and he took them from that country and brought them here. I wonder what that symbol is and what it means. And Charles should totally go and sleep. I don't think Charles has slept in like ages. Maybe that is another thing I should pay attention to. We do not see him in the mirrors and he does not sleep. I also do not see him eating. I don't think I have seen him eating once. That combined with the name of the boat Karen still makes me think that this might not actually be happening. But I don't know. I have no idea what is the truth and what isn't. I think close by was one of the crime scenes. Yeah, here was one of the crime scenes for the extra hours side quest. So I think I'm gonna take a look at that next. Let's go there. Also, if we run around, we might get a better understanding of this area in general. So I see Perfume de la Morte. Leave a lasting impression. And then we got a lady with a weapon and okay, Well, that explains the name of the perfume. What do we have here? Some sort of reward for finding someone. Okay. Let's try to find some more resources, but also be mindful about not getting in danger. So we needed to find apartment crime scene. Yeah, I think that might be it. But I'm worried because it has the infected area marks on it. Let's hope for the best. Okay. Where are you? I'm gonna. Oh my lord. No. How am I supposed to deal with this? How do I deal with this? Everything is in darkness. I can't see anything. Does it mean that can I shoot it through the door or something? I can't see where it is. Oh, there. Oh, I'm running out of bullets. Okay, wise man knows when to retreat. I'm gonna try once more. I'm not gonna give up. At least I didn't die this time, which is good, but I'm running out of bullets. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna give up. It's fine. Maybe this is a bit slower fight. It's fine. We still got a couple bullets left. Okay, no bullets left. Maybe that is too tricky for me. Maybe I need to just accept it and let it go. Let it go. Let's go. I think that was too tricky for me. It's fine. Not all side quests are the kind of that we are able to make right now. And that is perfectly okay. So I guess I'm gonna continue taking a look at this through the looking glass. Side quest. At least I tried doing the extra hours, but that didn't work out at all. But at least we didn't die. I'm pretty proud of us. Like, we knew when to step back from a dangerous situation. That is pretty awesome. But I guess we need to place this on the map. And I think the asylum was here, if I'm not mistaken. Well, let's go to Coverside Central. And we did have one of Vince's side quests here. So maybe I'll try to do that as well. And Vince's side quest was Bounty of the Sea. The boat he told us to look for was called the Red Queen, near the asylum. So let's try to take a look at that as well. We are running very low on supplies. So if there is something massive there, I don't think I am able to deal with that quite yet. But it's fine. I'll take a look at that anyway. Seaside Street and Province Avenue. Yeah. So this quest is here, and here is the asylum. So let's go to the east and see what we can find. Maybe let's try this pier. Oh wow, is that the asylum? Hey? I'm slightly worried about using that word, as this is not my native language, but I have a feeling that that word has like bad connotations. I don't want to be disrespectful towards people who are being cared for in this kind of facilities. Wait, this is an actual cross? What? What is this place? More monsters? First aid kit. Wow. What are these books? The Whitest Whites. Laundry tips for discerning woman. Wait, what? Am I understanding this correctly? I mean, look at that white triangle and those black dots. That gives me very strong KKK vibes. What does it say? Something under the something? A romantic novel. What? Yo! No! I don't have bullets. I probably would be able to deal with that.
Help me, please.
No, you just gotta run. I don't have bullets and I need to craft some more. Sorry, lady. Wow, we have like one bullet. Yeah, that's not gonna help with those creatures. Yeah, not gonna do anything about that. Sorry. Just more monsters running rampantly around the city of Oakmont. What does it say? Oakmont School of Entrepreneurship. The first step is the hardest. Okay, I guess that's one way to encourage people. Can this door be opened? I know it doesn't have the symbol, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. Okay, maybe I should focus on my tasks. If I go to the east, then somewhere over there should be fences. But there will be monsters for sure. They said that it's haunted. Let's take a look at the asylum first. Maybe the asylum is not haunted. I don't know. Yeah, it does have a sign over there. Oakmont State Asylum. Graciously funded by the Frogwares family. Well, I guess it does make sense that they are funding it if they have family members within its walls. And the first thing we see are barred doors, cell doors. That doesn't instill confidence in me. On the mountains of Madness, another reference to a very famous work. You can never climb in vain. Let's talk with this person.
I'm looking for Bethany Throgmorton. You got any patients by that name?
We'd know if we had a Throgmorton. Although, we do have a Bethany.
Ooh.
Or rather, we did. She's missing. And not on one of her usual walks.
What if she's missing, could she be the one who stole the mirror? Maybe Robert Throckmorton's competition is his mother. But I'm still wondering about his weird physical features and those images about the gorilla called Rosie that we saw. And my mind goes to strange places, I gotta admit. Like, part of my mind is thinking, and this is gonna sound so effing ridiculous and weird, but part of my mind thinks that Bethany is the old woman that we saw who stole the mirror. And he's actually not Robert's real mom, but Francis met someone during his expedition. And this is gonna sound really weird, but maybe Rosie? I know, I'm so sorry. But I wonder if Rosie is actually Robert Throckmorton's mother and not Bethany. and that's why Bethany broke down and lost her mind or something. I don't know. All these stories are so weird, so dark. Walks missing, where did she go? Well, apparently they do not know, but let's ask Walks. What kind of walks?
Her usual walks. You let patients leave the building?
Oh, Bethany was harmless, and she always came back. This time, well, I've never known her to be like that.
Missing.
You mean she broke out?
Yes, knocked an orderly out cold. She was out the door in a moment. It took us all by surprise. She's usually harmless.
Where did she go?
Any idea where she went?
No. She had been odd recently, though. Muttering to herself, and she drew this strange picture on her bedroom wall.
That's interesting. Can I take a look at her room?
I suppose it couldn't hurt. She had a separate room downstairs. Here's the key, but do watch out for broken glass.
Okay.
Bye.
Why do we need to watch out for broken glass? Who is this person? I have a feeling that there is a reason why they are there.
Watch your pocket. Some patients here have wandering fingers.
Records room. Oh, I actually, for some reason, have this evidence pinned. I'm sorry, let's take it off. That was an accident. So some sort of notice board in here. Torn up posters, and what is this? I am not what has happened to me. I am what I choose to become. These words sound very familiar. But this is true in general. And yes, part of our past forms a part of us, but it's not the whole truth. It's not all that we are. It's part of what we are, but not everything. We can be much more than the bad things we have endured. Eventually you'll end up where you meant to be and will be doing what you are supposed to do. And this is written under a man with soldier's clothing and blood in his clothes. I'm wondering why it is under these masks. The person that we see does not have face, but there are all these different masks above them. I guess it is true, all of us carry many roles in different situations. That's often how we survive. In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a sacred order. Okay. And then we have another Oakmont map. What are those sounds that we hear? That sounded scary. I have a feeling I'm What? There's a person there. Can you see them? Can we open this door? There's also a lady with a baby. Wait, that would be scary if there would be nothing in that stroller. What's going on?
My head! I still hear those voices.
Oh, okay, you still hear voices. Is this part of the Oakmont disease? That we... Okay, there's not a baby in the stroller, okay. Okay, let's talk with her.
Can you hear? Somebody's singing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you hear it?
At least you are able to hear something beautiful. That's better than hearing something horrifying.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
That does not sound ominous at all. Okay, many plants. It's almost like a jungle in here.
Let's play.
someone playing for money and a chess game. I'm not so good at chess that I would be able to interpret what is going on in here, but I think they still have their kings and queens on board. So this game has maybe not ended yet.
Water me. Don't just stare at my leaves.
Damn. Okay. Okay, these doors we explored already. Can we go upstairs? What? Okay. And are these some sort of experimental mental health remedies that they are trying in this facility? What the heck? Are these your tools of trade? Oh my goodness. I would not want to be a patient in here.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, calculating does maybe help at some point. What do we see? Brains. Of course there are brains, yes.
What can I do for you?
Probably nothing. What is this? It's a sort of really weird looking medicine cabinet. Okay, more weird doors. First aid. Well, that's like the first normal thing I see in here. Oh my. Okay, empty shelves. It all depends on how we look at things. So at first they might look like they are having a fancy dinner, but then you might be able to notice a bruise on her eye, maybe blood running down her nose. And there is a dagger on the table next to the white hand icon, and it has blood in it. I wonder what else I am missing. Oh, that's gruesome. But I guess it fits to this place in a way. I hear weird noises. Okay. But her place was somewhere downstairs. I just wanted to take a look at this facility so that I have better understanding on what kind of place the Throckmortons are actually funding. I have this big building that I can take a look at, and I'm gonna thoroughly explore it if they give me the chance.
Haven't you seen the beast?
I might have seen some beasts during my time, yes.
Do you see it?
At least someone is getting some sleep. That is better than not getting any sleep at all. Okay, so maybe some sort of laundry room. I don't even want to know what kind of smells there are. And this must be the super nice cellar place. Interesting, so they have a possibility to bring down those weird tables and maybe some chairs with wheels. Someone broke a mirror. Hypodermic tablets, hyoscine, morphine, and cactoid calm.
There's enough dope left in here to knock out a horse.
The
blood's almost dry.
Okay, let's try to pay close attention to all the details. What do you think we're gonna... Oh, broken glass. Okay, so let's come back to what we know so far. So they stole a mirror from Herbert Clower, and then their employer was an older lady looking for that specific mirror. If their employer would have been Bethany, which is my weird running theory for now, because I don't know any better, she would have smashed all these mirrors. There are several of them here.
At 7 years each, that's a lot of bad luck. I'm glad it's not mine.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for giving me some resources. Sorry about the flashing lights. For those of you who are sensitive to that kind of elements. Can I see something in here?
I will find it, baby boy. I promise. Just tell me more.
Oh, damn. I want to see that again.
I will find it, baby boy. I promise. Just tell me more.
So find what? Find the house. Can I take a photo of the house? I don't know. Let's use our flashlight here. So she drew a house. And if my theory is correct and she actually... Oh, maybe there is a different thing going on. Well, partly similar, but partly different. Hear me out. Conspiracy theories part, I don't know, 378. But what if they were not able to conceive a child, Francis and Bethany? What if they had, after some, I don't know, hardships or something, they were able to have a child, and then the child died? That broke her. It would break any parent. And maybe Francis escaped that emotional turmoil to his expeditions and left her alone. Maybe she started seeing that dead boy in the mirrors or something. She's looking for a specific mirror in order to, I don't know, get him back or something, contact him better. I'm assuming it's a boy. I think she said it's a boy. And then, after coming back from his expedition, Robert came home with another child, who was Robert Throckmorton. And that broke Bethany even more. If Bethany is the older lady, then Robert is not really sharing that much family resemblance with his parents. What if Robert is the child of Rosie and Francis, not Bethany and Francis? Let's do some deduction work. Oh my goodness, the themes of this story thicken. We got at least 3 notes.
Stop right there.
Okay, that's the lady with the mirror.
You no longer have any power over me. I have found my Hammond. He's shown me the way. Randall Glassworks in Salvation Harbor. I can't believe it. The answers have been there since last century.
Time to piece this one together.
Okay, maybe this is the first. This is the second.
You no longer have any power.
Stop right there.
Bethany escaped the asylum after getting the mirror from Glover. Next stop looks to be a factory called Randall Glassworks.
I wonder how she paid those thugs. If she has been in this asylum for a long time, how did she manage to arrange that deal? But at least now we know where we need to go next. Can we talk with you once more? Let's ask about Bethany and mirrors.
Seems that Bethany had a thing for mirrors. You know anything about that?
Oh, yes. Poor soul. She was convinced there was a boy called Hammond living in her mirrors. She talked to him every day.
I see.
The child that she lost.
Bye.
Such powerful families with so many resources, and they are all just so messed up. What is the true origin of Robert Throckmorton? I'm gonna continue my investigations in next episode. We'll see what happens then.